This week, the official logo for the WWE pay-per-view Great Balls of Fire was released. Fittingly, it does feature 2 great balls of fire and 1 long shaft of flames. It's a dick and balls. They've given us a flame of dick and balls. Lana attended this year's Country Music Awards, however there is speculation rife backstage that there is one superstar who will be nominated next year. After witnessing a leaf falling by a highway and being inspired to write a song, Elias Sampson is suspected to take away Best New Breakout Artist. And finally, at WWE's Great Balls of Fire, we will get to witness Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar for the first time. They always say just keep dreaming and you will achieve. Ladies and gentlemen, as a collective, we dreamed and we achieved. And from all of us here at WWE's Most Ridiculous with Anna Bauert, we'd like to thank you for all your support towards a campaign of getting me on Season 2 of Glow as Alison Brie's sister. If Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar has taught us anything, it's possible. We'll be back with more later. Former tag team champions vanished. Are they just resting up, or is this conspiracy? What if the reason we haven't seen them on SmackDown Live is because they aren't even on SmackDown Live anymore? What if they are the ones attacking Enzo and Cass under the orders of Kurt Angle, their dad? After being so dissatisfied by the result of the draft, this Olympic gold medalist has a kid on his roster who wears poop emojis on his overalls. What if he secretly brought his boys over and they've been planning this ever since? What if after the Beat the Clock challenge, they were so dissatisfied by this new land of opportunity that they've held a vendetta ever since? What if their day ones are secretly H? Or maybe they're biding their time. What if they are Randy Orton's answer to the Singh brothers? Last week at Attack Pro Wrestling in the UK, they had an event called Press Start. And why we are specifically mentioning it here on WWE's Most Ridiculous with Anna Bauert, exclusive to Fightful.com, blah, 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 nads. There was one specific match between Tyler Bate, former WWE UK champion, and current Pete Dunne. One more time, Tyler Bate versus Pete Dunne. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of the world. We had a gimmick swap match, complete with moustache ripping, tattoo drawing. Bop and Bang even made an appearance. Many superstars at the moment could benefit from such a thing. Enzo and Cass, if it turns out that they weren't just fight clubbing themselves and they're actually beating each other up. It could be a tricky transition going from BFFs to frenemies. Once they were certified Gs with certified G spots in their hearts, but now that G spot is broken. And the best people to turn to in these situations? And on the flip side, if the day ever came that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn find themselves in a situation where they have to get along. The new Canadian faction, perhaps. Certified Cs, and you can't teach that, though they probably will because they're Canadian and generally just really lovely people. Even for myself, sometimes I find myself in situations where I think, well, what would they do? Someone's accosting me in the street. You gotta get aggressive. Gotta get in their face. You gotta knock their fucking teeth out, convict style. But really, at the end of the day, I think this is a technique that everyone should consider when they find themselves at a loss. While I would not suggest that Bayley and Alexa Bliss even sit near each other at this point, let alone anything else after that whole thing and that, there is someone else I feel will also benefit. Maybe Nia Jax will find herself within those inflatables. Maybe Monster Bayley is a perfect outlet for her emo teen years and the progression of her journey. I would highly suggest it. Do something. Just do something. Recently on Up Up Down Down, we finally had the Madden tournament finals. Seth Rollins, cocky with confidence yet bumbling with nerves. AJ Styles, just really serious. Shit got real. Water bottles were assaulted. Hair was tousled. Controllers went down pants. Referee Ryan Tran had to be rushed to emergency after a trophy throwing incident in which his counting hand was assaulted. And you think walking into such an event like this, mates backstage playing casual tournament of a game of sport that involves a ball, it'll be fun and games. But this is real life. It's never just fun and games. An innocent game of Madden, or the next step in the saga of gang rivalry. As I mentioned before, referee Ryan Tran received a wound to his counting hand. The very same wound Seth Rollins was sporting from a CrossFit injury. Coincidence? Or did Ryan Tran just seal a blood pact to the Raw brand? Controller controversy. AJ is not used to playing on a PlayStation. Was this just an innocent, unfortunate incident? Or was this foul play? And speaking of foul play, who is the creator of Up Up Down Down? Yes, the New Day had been drafted to SmackDown Live. However, at the time of this, they'd only just arrived on the roster. That's nearly a good year of Raw loyalty. I don't know, all I'm saying is it just seems to be a lot stacked up against one AJ Styles and the favoritism of the Raw brand and Seth Rollins. To be continued.